Hey guys, today I want to do a little video about keys. These things right here. And I have a ton of them. And, you know, over the past 5 years, I've always just thrown them in a pile or had them on my keychain. For a while, I had them all on my keychain. And it was like twice as many as this here. So I was walking around with this big wad of keys in my pocket all the time. And I'm saying, you know what? I don't need all those keys because most of them I don't use. And most of them can be kept somewhere where, you know, I can just use them when I need them because I don't usually lock. Like, I'll show you I have keys like right here and here, and these, I don't really keep anything really important in those drawers. And then I have a key here, you know, and I have a ton of keys. I even have a refrigerator key. So if I want to lock the refrigerator, I can lock my refrigerator up. And I have other keys that go to different things around the house that, you know what, I rarely ever use, but they're good to have if I ever do want to lock those things up. I have them, and I can go back and I can lock those things. If I'm going away for a while, it's good to lock up important papers and stuff, like on those drawers over there. There's nothing really in there important to anybody else, but it's important to me, you know. And if I need to get something, you know, I can always go in there and I can grab it with one of the keys. Well, here's where this comes in handy. This here has a combination, okay? And once you do the combination, you turn the thing and you open it up. And you can also change the combination by putting it up on the B section up here. You move this little switch in here. You can see it switches up, and then you can switch up to the B section. You change the lock while it's up in the B section, then you put it back down in the A section, and that changes the combination code. So you can change the combination anytime you need to change it, which is great. And you hang your keys in here, and you can put them up on these things and say which lock it goes to or whatever. And I'm in the midst of doing this now, so I want to show you guys because I thought it'd be quite interesting. Because I'm a person who likes order in my house. I like to have everything, so I know everything is. You know, that goes for paperwork and everything else. And I wanted to show you guys this because it's a substantial help, because I'm down to 4 keys now. Okay, there's also lock boxes like this here that are much smaller, and it's just to put a keychain in there with maybe 2 or 3 keys on it, and you can lock it outside your house, and it has 4 digits on it. This one here has 3. So the other one, they'd have to go through 10,000 numbers, you know, because zeros count too. So anyway, you'd have to go through 10,000 numbers in order to get into that thing, which is kind of nice to have. And the one that I have is made out of metal. They have plastic ones too, and those are junk. But it's also great if you're expecting Lazada to come by your house and you're not going to be there, and you know the Lazada guy and he calls you or whatever, and you got to leave him some money. You can leave just have that little box there and put a couple bucks in there, and you can pay the Lazada guy with that, and you can hide it wherever you want. So when the Lazada guy comes by, just tell him, say, hey, look, I got this little lock box right here. Go up there, put say, call me, I'll give you the digits. And each time, change it. Let him go in there, get the money, whatever you owe him, and leave a little tip in there. And then he can close it back up and lock it. And that's it. You got him all paid, and he can leave the stuff on the door or hide it behind something. You can tell him where to hide it or what have you, or leave it with the neighbors or whatever. At least he's getting paid. It's a great idea. And it takes a lot of problems away for people that pay, you know, COD or whatever. Some people pay with their credit cards or whatever, and then they drop it off in your front door, and it's like kind of dangerous leaving it there alone. This way here, you can leave it with the neighbors, or you can put a big lock box out there because they have the mailbox lock boxes. You can put that outside there, and then just put the key inside there too. He can open that up, lock your stuff up, put it back in. There's ideas for everything over here. A lot of people make things a big deal over here. If you really wrap your head around everything and say, you know, I'm gonna see what I can do about resolving this issue. I keep getting packages every time I'm going out of the house. They always come in, and the day I stay home, they don't deliver, but the next day, you know, they deliver when I have to go do something. So this way here, you can resolve that by having lock boxes. These things don't cost that much. They're very cheap. They have different prices on them. This is a small one. They have bigger key boxes like this here. This here is just for my keys. The other one out front is also for your keys too, but like I said, you can get the lock boxes for your mail and things too. It has a mail slot. So if you guys get a lot of mail just tell the mail lady, just drop it off in there, and or mailman or whatever, whoever you have delivering your mail, just have them drop it off and put it in there. This thing has saved me so much aggravation. Now I know where my keys are, and I have try to have 2 sets of keys in here for everything. So if I go, let's say I give my neighbor a key or something like that, at least then, if I still have a key over here, God forbid, in an emergency or whatever. And also, if you have a key outside in a lockbox, make sure you hide it someplace. And I'm not going to, tell you where mine is or anything. But what you do is you put the key out there. It's bolted to the wall really, really good. Mine's bolted really, really good. And you can put Gorilla Glue there to really seal it to the wall. And nobody's going to get that thing off there unless you use a sledgehammer. And, if somebody's out there with a sledgehammer, they're going to hear it. Somebody's going to hear it out there, and they're going to know somebody's breaking into your house or whatever. So it's not likely that they're going to go through this stuff. But, when you're doing this stuff, this is the greatest thing. So you know where your keys are. As long as you have a key to get in the house to get to this, you're all set. And that's why I say, either have a lockbox outside or hide a key really, really good somewhere outside or near the house or something somewhere, and then you're going to know where it is. So you can get into the house and then you can get in here, and for me, my situation is planned out really, really good. I'm not going to tell you how I did things in here. And we have cameras outside here too. So that helps a lot too. By putting cameras outside, that helps a lot. You have a lot more security. You can look on the cameras, you can see things. There's all kinds of things that you can do around your house for security. Also, to protect your lock boxes, put a security camera. They're cheap today. You can buy cameras really, really cheap. Some people use dummy cameras. Some people use the live cameras. The live cameras are so cheap nowadays. Why would you use the dummy cameras? Just use a real camera. It goes to your phone. Some of these places charge you like a couple bucks a month or whatever. You can go on your phone. They also have like the memory cards, and you put those in there, and it'll save a couple days worth of the stuff on there. So you have to go back and look. You just put that little thing in. You can watch it on your phone or whatever. You can go back and say, okay, what's on here that I need to see, and you can speed it up. I'm telling you, there's so much security equipment out there. It's crazy what you can do. And there's also alarm systems you can put in your house. Motion detector alarms when you leave. You can set it when you're outside the house, and you put it on, so if somebody goes in the house, the thing goes off right away. And also in things like this here, believe it or not, you can put a little motion detector alarm in here, and it'll go off as soon as somebody opens it. And as soon as that thing opens, the alarm will go off, and then just reset it and shut it, and it's all set again. So even if you open it, it'll go off and it'll make some noise, but at least somebody's in there. And the great thing about that is you have some security and everything. But anyway, guys, I just want to show that today. I figured this would help you guys a little bit because it gives you guys some ideas on number one, security, where to, how to organize your keys, especially because, look at that. That is substantial right there. It helps us a lot, and I still have to get all the things to hang all these keys too, which I have a lot of, and that's gonna help me a lot because now I'll have everything in order. Everything will be organized. I don't have to go to a drawer and see all these keys there and be like, okay, where do these go? I'm gonna have them all marked, and that's the best part. So when I leave here, I know which keys to leave and which keys to take with me too. It's just easy. I can go through that box and say, okay, this is staying, this is staying, this is staying. I can give these back to the owner of the property or whatever. And then when you move on, you just, you can take this down. This is easy to take down. You put another one up. They're simple. They're very simple to put in. And, it's something that will help you. Anyway, guys, God bless. Take care. I hope that helped you guys because I just thought this would be a great video for you guys. God bless and take care. Love you guys.